Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Bianca Asiya Saeed, your motherhood empowerment coach. If you have not met me before, how are you doing this week? First of all, I know there's a lot of crazy things going around right now in terms of conspiracy theories and, political what have you, whatever, right? This is a crazy time. There are a lot of businesses closing. There are a lot of bans and curfews happening with like gyms and libraries and restaurants, etc. Schools are closed. Daycares are closed. Some people's work is closed, and it's becoming a really unstable social time for us. And I really wanted to check in on you guys and see how you're doing. A few ways this has affected me personally is, my daughter's preschool is closed because they follow the school schedule. My basketball tournament season, whatever you want to call it, has been postponed to fall. And one of my business masterminds was canceled. We were going to go sign up at my husband's gym, to make sure that I remain healthy and happy during this time, and they're closed till further notice. So things are getting wild. I'm sure a lot of people are sitting there. I hope you're not one of them, but I know that there's a lot of people biting their nails to the bone, just thinking about what is life, what's going to happen, when will things return to normal, will they return to normal, are zombies coming, blah blah blah, right? People are going off their rockers. So I don't want you to be one of those people. And I don't want you to feel like things are too out of control. Now, as women of faith, we know that God is in control of everything, right? And we trust and fear God alone. But we know that there are things we can do to make our lives easier. And during times like this, it's really difficult to remember that there are things that we can do to make ourselves feel a little bit better and to have some sort of free will and choice that really empowers the positive side of us, that really empowers the faithful side of us, and cultivates hope during times like these. So obviously, are you praying? Are you giving your heart to God, and are you really relying on God and praying and asking God, like, what can I do to fulfill your will right now? What can I do? And how can I support my family right now? Because during this time, you, the mother, you are the beating heart of the family. I like to say the father is the head of the house, right? You are the heart of the house. And it is so crucial right now that we as mothers remain steady, stable, and strong during these times. Not just for them. We need to ramp up our self-care too, because this is a time when we're called to do some really hard things. We're called to spend 24 hours a day with our children. There's nothing wrong with being with your children, of course, but we know that balance is something in life to strive for, because we all need balance, right? And so being with your family all the time, your kids being bored at home, or your kids feeling like they don't know what to do or what's going to happen. I mean, I'm sure for them this is quite disturbing. I mean, I'm sure they're excited that school's closed, right? But then what, So it's just really important for us to remain strong during this time. Ramp up your self-care, really be present with your family, be intentional about the decisions you make. Don't let your house get willy-nilly. And then I wanted to share with you a free checklist of preventative measures during times that people are fearing sickness, right? So these are things that we should be doing all the time, but there are things that we need to pay special attention to right now, as the world is getting more and more fearful and trying to sort of encourage this hysteria going on. These are ways that you can feel in control of your household, in control of your family's health during this time. Okay, I'm going to go through the checklist with you, and then I want you to download it, post it on your refrigerator so that you can pay attention to it every day, because you know that you need to be held accountable, because we always forget these things. The first one, it's, an acronym, it's prevention, right? And the first P the only P, is for play and laugh with presence. Okay? Take some time, play with your kids, be silly, be funny. Take this time to really bond with them. Okay? R is for reducing stress. Of course, this is probably the most important thing in preventing illness in general, is reducing your stress load, right? Take time to breathe, stop reading the news, do things that you love doing, and laugh a lot, right? E, Epsom salt baths. You need a detox. You're probably carrying a lot of your stress in your shoulder area, and a lot in your legs that you don't realize too. And some women get restless leg syndrome because of the stress they carry in their legs. Go take an Epsom salt bath, soak for at least 20 minutes, tell your husband to watch the kids. Don't let them come banging on the door. That will detox your body. V, ventilate your home. This is why a lot of people get sick during the winter, is because people don't circulate the in and out, the air in their house. They don't ventilate their home. And all the bad, germs are just sitting in our house multiplying because we're not ventilating the air. I'll just keep saying that, ventilate the air, right? Turn your fan on a low setting, open windows in the key points of your house, and let it air out. Put on some socks, put on a jacket, tell your husband to put on a hoodie. It's going to be a little chilly for a little bit. That's fine. You need to circulate the air. E, exercise often as you can, okay? Go for walks, go play with your kids, jump on their trampoline, do some push-ups when you can, try to exercise. It will make you less anxious. N, natural antibacterials. Now, this is something that I use with my daughter. If she's had one, and I'm not bragging or being arrogant, but she's had one earache for the entirety of her life that I know of. And I looked up the natural medicines to use. This has been super effective. Warm up some coconut oil on your stove, put a crushed clove of garlic in there, let it cool, drop that into their ears, okay? As often as you think necessary, because as you know, there's no side effects with natural medicine, or the side effects there are only occur with people that have pre-existing conditions. So be careful if you have kids that have pre-existing conditions, and do your research on your own. I'm not your doctor, but these natural medicines have a lot less likely to have any kind of effect beside, rather than good, on your kids and your family, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So that's one thing that I like to use, because in a time when people are getting really crazy about Purell and washing your hands and antibacterials or whatever, that's a natural antibacterial that you can use, at least for the cavities, the ears and the mouth. And you can also use coconut oil to oil pull, to swish around your mouth like mouthwash and then spit out. But our kids can't do that yet. You can do that. So those are just two different uses of that natural antibacterial that is coconut oil. T, time spent in the sun. How often are you getting out in the sunlight, even if it's chilly? You need the vitamin D. You need the fresh air. Get outside. Go be in the sun. It will make you happier. I, initiate snuggling. So I like to see times like this where you're stuck at home as really good times to bond with your kids and just pay attention. Snuggle with them, do skin to skin, cuddle them, hug them, kiss them. Just have a lot of physical contact that really boosts the endorphins in your brain. O, oscillococcinum. Don't know how to say it. Homeopathic. When you start to feel cold or flu symptoms coming on, take these bad boys. They're little capsules. And it will kick the butt of the illness quicker than it would if you didn't take it. And of course, boost your nutrition during that time as well. But that's something handy I keep on deck. Me and my daughter take it often. N, the last letter, nature immersion. Just go outside. Please go outside, get some fresh air, get some sunlight, get some exercise, immerse yourself in the beauty that is God's creation of nature. There's so much wisdom in it. Just go outside, just be outside. I hope that this checklist, download it below. I hope that you can use this during this time to feel grounded and to feel like you're doing something about what's going on right now for your family, the most important people you can contribute to, right? So download that below. And then also, something that occurred to me was that during this time, I have a free summit running. Somebody else is hosting it. A purpose-driven mom is hosting it. But it's about nailing your routines as a mom. And I thought, what better time than right now? I mean, a routine with my husband and my daughter, who are both home full-time with me right now, is something I've been struggling with. So I'm paying special attention to these presentations. There's all kinds of presentations about working moms, stay-at-home moms, mindset, homeschooling, all different kinds of things that you could really use right now. So the link is down below as well. And I hope you guys, I'll see you next week, about the science of personality, but I hope that you have a wonderful week, as good as it can get. I'm praying for you. I love you. Let me know if you need me for anything. And I mean it. Like the Cat in the Hat says, anything. I'm a dork, but really, contact me for anything, even if it's just a chat. All right? Bye, guys.